Our first trip out. Heading back out to the pass.
All right.
Checking on things. All right, we've getting our piles going. The city came by and told us we have to separate our debris piles in construction material, electronics, hazardous material, and vegetative material. So very specific on the piles that we have to make. So the debris contractor will actually come by and pick it up. So we've been separating our trash for the debris contractor. We're saving some lumber over here to try to rebuild our docks, since likely they're gonna be out of lumber. And we've built a waiting area for break room because we're all working hard. And we've got plenty of water. And we're making quite a bit of progress on the dock. May not look like it, but it's a lot of distance from where we started. I think this is progress and a half. Guys chopping away at things hard, getting cleaned up, and making it usable, at least to access the boats. Getting power from the boats, and we're gonna have a hot lunch here in a minute. Hopefully everybody's staying safe out there. We're actually making quite a bit of progress, surprisingly fast, even with a smaller team. We've really cleaned up a lot of the mess in our storage area. We've cleaned up a lot of the parking garage already. It has been hard work, but we're making some progress. You can see the whole right side of this area has been cleaned up. The left side, we're having a little bit of a challenge with because a lot of these are big wall sections. Whole areas of the storage facility for the hotel rooms are just blocking everything. So that's a little bit of a challenge, but we're chipping away at it and really getting things cleaned up faster than anticipated. And we have a small team. Once they open the bridges and we're able to get our big team out here, we're gonna really crush it. All right, now we've got break time for lunch. Got fresh cheeseburgers, cooked fresh off the grill. Everybody's taking a quick break, refueling up for the second half. Celebrating a morning of hard work. Before we get to it again, a little bit of rain and storm slowed us down for a second, but we've been making a lot of progress for sure. There's other teams inside John's Pass too, from the parasail place, the jet ski place, the pirate ship. Everybody's getting to work and making it happen. So John's Pass is already starting to get cleaned up pretty quick. We're making a lot of progress down here, that's for sure. The building owner next door, where the pirate ship and the jet skis and the parasail were able to get their crew in somehow this morning. They brought a truck and a trailer down, and that crew has been doing work. They've got a ton of progress completed over here. It is impressive how far along they've come, from total stacks and stacks of garbage and wood to usable, at least accessible docks, and all of that just demolition we saw here yesterday, you can see has already been pretty much picked up. It's amazing how much progress they've made down here. Truly impressive. You saw this yesterday, and now today, total difference. All right, so we have our piles of vegetation, our building material, our electronics, our hazardous material, and our large appliances. At this point, we have pretty much cleaned out most of our storage facility over here. And storage facility is now almost completely cleaned up. Garage is pretty much cleared out completely. We've just got some small like plastics and bed sheets and stuff in here. So really, we're pretty much almost completely cleaned up here inside Hubbard's Marina's main area. It's outside of needing a skid steer to clean up all this sand, and then a street sweeper to finish it off. So outside of the sand issue, we're pretty much almost completely done here at Hubbard's Marina. Now we got to go down to Don's Dock and start the work down there. But Don's Dock is a much smaller area and won't require very much labor at all. It should only take us, with this crack team, maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours, and we'll have it all separated and piled up. It is amazing how much work we have gotten done so quickly with such a small group of individuals. Once they open up the beaches and we're able to get our whole team down here, we'll be ready to rock and roll in no time. Captain Joe making the jump. We're getting ice shovels to shovel all the garbage out of the garage. Back to it. We're starting to make piles of keep stuff for the property, keep stuff for us. That street sign was in the water. We dug it out of the bay. It's crazy how far things have gotten moved. One big telltale sign are these dumpsters. It's crazy how far they got moved. This big brown dumpster is a compacting dumpster, and it was way back over here against that wall. You can kind of see where it was located, and it got moved probably 60 feet forward and out of its spot where it normally is right here, and it got lifted up over this big yellow, probably at least 1.5 feet tall curb, and smashed up the ice machine. For those of you who fish with us, you know what our ice machine looks like, and you can tell the ice machine doesn't look like what it used to be. The dumpster totally cracked it all up. Pretty wild. Luckily, our power box here wasn't too beat up, but it's definitely off kilter. So, interesting problem as they turn the power back on. All right, first load heading back. Got a lot of work done today. Almost completely ready to rock and roll at Hubbard's Marina. Got a lot more work to do at Don's Dock, but we'll definitely knock that out some today with the crew we have left. And tomorrow we'll start over again, fresh with a bigger group. We'll get ready to rock and roll. So making some good headway. Community's coming together. Things are looking up. We'll be back in action sooner than you think, that's for sure. All right, we're walking on down to Don's Dock. We got part of our crew still here, and they are making their way down the carts. We got Tara and Sam behind us. We've got our crew in front of us as well. So some people have left, others are staying. Now we're heading to our second location, and we'll start again tomorrow at 8 with even bigger team. And once they open up the bridges, we'll really get after it. But you can tell a lot of businesses have really made a lot of progress already. So as things continue to open up and we continue to get more people down here, we'll make even more progress. Making serious progress at Don's Dock. Definitely cleaned up quite a bit already. We've got all the debris out. We got everything into trash cans. We're stacking up the glass, bringing out the broken equipment, and throwing away our broken computers. But we're getting there, slowly but surely, chipping away at things. And Don's Dock will be cleaned up very shortly. There's the last cooler. Don's Dock is now cleaned out. You can see the water level on the wall. Crazy, crazy tall. I guess, never mind. I thought it was the last cooler. We got one more cooler. But still crazy. Pop open that door, Josh. Oh my gosh, we haven't even seen it here yet. There was a computer on that desk. Whoa. All those electronics are underwater. What's behind door number 2? Oh, it's locked. Now we're gonna have to kick that door in. Yeah, the handle is bent, but I'm sure it's not pretty in there either. Live video of Captain James hard at work. This is what he's been doing. He's been helping us clean by eating all the snacks.
Well, we got that's good.
But here is the room we couldn't access at Don's Dock. Had to kick the handle. It actually looks pretty decent in here, except for Captain James in the way. Finally got in, had to kick the door in a little bit, but it looks pretty good in here. There's the water level. So actually everything on the top shelf stayed dry. We're making quick work of these properties. We're gonna be back up and running sooner than you think. Just rescued the Friendly Fisherman and all its frozen goods. And you guys all cleaned up, ready to rock and roll. Heading back to the mainland, keep our seafood cold and frozen. And things are looking up here at Hubbard's Marina. Things are looking up for the parasail, the dolphin quest. Some dockage that we need to try to fix still, but I mean, they're getting really close over there. A lot of work still to go with caddies, scullies, the hut. But as you can see, the boardwalk totally fine. Things look really good. And we're ready to rock and roll and get back to business as soon as they open up these bridges and clean the boulevard. Bridge is good to go. Ready to operate. All right, guys, we are finished for the day today, and I wanted to do a quick wrap up to let you guys know we're very close. And they just opened the beaches, so tomorrow we don't have to do this ferry boat thing with our skiff. We'll be able to get our whole team out there. We'll be able to get our dump trailers out there, our skid steers out there. We'll be able to really get after it quickly and start getting our lives back in order and hopefully back on the water. So things are really looking up for us inside Johns Pass at Hubbard's Marina. Our community has come together. There's a bunch of donation centers that have opened up. Bay Pines Bait and Tackle, big shout out to them, being a donation collection center, and that is shuttling out to people in need. So many people have lost so much. Obviously our business has gone through a lot. Personally, a lot of our staff members have lost their homes, their cars, everything they own, really. So it is definitely a long road ahead. Even with this video, we have the positive news of our business almost back to operational state, but still there's a lot of people that are hurting, that are reeling, that are just struggling to get back on their feet, and will be for a while. So we need to continue to focus on our community, on our people, and celebrate the small wins and the small victories along the way. So the small victory today is we've made a huge amount of progress. The beaches are back open. We'll be able to get out there with all our equipment and really go hard now. That we'll be able to get more manpower, more woman power, and more equipment, tools, and easier access to the job, if you will. So look forward for more updates tomorrow. Stay tuned. Don't forget to follow our pages. Follow us on YouTube, TikTok, all that good stuff. Instagram, Facebook. We're all over the place on a bunch of different social media platforms. Don't forget, if you're too busy to go fishing, you're just too darn busy. And yes, we are doing our live stream show tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. So stay tuned for that. We'll be talking a little bit about the storm, a little bit about what's going on now, what's coming up, and keeping you abreast of all things fishing, Hubbard's Marina, Johns Pass, Madeira Beach, and our local community. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of our Hubbard's Marina family. We'll see you out in the water very soon.